Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sleep Sleeper series. And we're starting off. I'm just going to show off some little bit of prep that I've done. Now, for the anniversary event that's coming up, there's some stuff going on. So, we got some boosts, some pretty powerful boosts 1.5 times skill trigger rate first week, and then second week, we have 1.5 times meal strength. So, I was like, I kind of want to plan around this. So, I did. I threw together a team. Week one, don't really have any proper prep for, but I think it's going to be pretty simple just because, skills, that's pretty simple to explain. Just run my pseudo Wudo. I'm probably just going to run 3 rats. My intent is to go to Snowdrop Tundra, most likely, because I'm not expecting the new starter trio to fall within Sleeper's categorization. And even if Plusle and Minun turn out to be terrible, and something that is Sleeper's legal, I don't really need a pot expander, and I don't really need random ingredients. So, as of right now, it doesn't look like I'm particularly interested in Plusle and Minun, even if they are Sleeper's legal. So, I'm probably just going to go to Snowdrop. I'll probably be like one of the only people in the world going to Snowdrop for the anniversary event because there's no boosted spawns there, and I probably won't be able to catch any of them anyway. So, unless they do one of the Hoenn starters real dirty, I'm just going to basically ignore the event, aside from the boosts, which the boosts are pretty nice. 1.5 times candy week 1, that's going to help us with Rattata. That's going to help us with all our Lapis boosted spawns that we're trying to level, which we need a lot of Rattata candies because we're raising so many rats. Primate Mankey. Mankey spawns at Snowdrop as well, which is another Pokemon we want to raise. I believe even Cramorant spawns there, which is one that if we get some boosted spawns on, that is, or if we get some nice spawns on that boosted candy, real nice. So I'm actually pretty excited for the event for the sleepers. It's a pretty nice one, and we don't have to bother with pesky boosted good spawns because there's one island that doesn't get boosted any of the good spawns, so there's nothing to water down the spawn potential for the bad Pokemon that we're working with. But anyway, this is what I'm looking at for week 2. I didn't log for good camp ticket. I'm hoping to get desserts. I can't really... I could prep for 2 different meals at once, I guess. Well, I haven't done any salad prep. What is my best salad, actually? Because I could, honestly... I didn't really think about salads, but I know that I do have, actually, some decent options for it. With Cramorant making oil, and then mime. So green grass salad is probably a goal if we're gonna go for that. Which, how does that look? Because make a good amount of corn. We'll probably just run mime instead then of one of these rats. Because you're making oil, corn with the Comfey, and then mime for the last bit. We probably need to stockpile some tomatoes. Okay, so if we roll salads, we'll probably run mime instead of one of these guys. Let's see. This phone falls asleep a lot faster than my other one does. We've got a potato. Oh, yeah, we want potatoes for this. So, let's see. Cooking-wise, it's making Fury Attack corn salad most of the time. What failed? I believe I can... Can I not... Do I not have a big enough pot size to make green grass salad? Or have I just not updated it in Neroli's lab yet? Let's see. Oh, I've never even made green grass salad. It's just something I've theorized about. Okay, well that kind of changes things. How big is it? 62. I'm currently at pot size 57. If I could increase it twice. That's expensive, though. I'm not opposed to just immediately using all of my dream clusters. Because I don't think I'm close to another... I've got a lot of dream clusters stockpiled up, I feel. Only 25 and 9, huh? It's not as many as I thought I had. That's not enough to get 190,000, so... I don't think it is. You guys get to see some quick maths here. Yeah, that's not enough to even level it up. So there's no way I'm making the green grass salad. So really, we just have to hope and pray that we do get it in time. Otherwise, we're making Fury Attack corn salad all week. If we roll salads, or... I don't even... I guess limber corn stew. We can make that on curries if that's what we land instead. Because we don't really have anything good for cacao for Dream Eater butter curry. We could make milk. We could make potatoes and tomatoes. But we have nothing good for cacao. So we can't really make the Dream Eater curry. So I guess limber corn stew is the best we can get if we don't get desserts. If we get in... So we have 2 travel tickets. We're going to do a little gambling game. I don't like to gamble. I like to have reliability. But, oh well. I'm glad I checked that out and didn't start prepping around that when I didn't have the pot size. It was Donna. That was the other one we had in here. So, yeah. Cooking-wise, I've prepped an ingredient list of 70, 60, and 10. Now, I will say, something that I'm really appreciating about Neroli's Lab is that it actually is a lot better for prepping a cooking list, starting inventory, than other ones. Because, well, I'll just show. Let's say if I get rid of the oil from here. It tells, or let's get rid of all of them and show you just kind of how I reached this point. So, it tells you when it misses the meal you're trying to make, what it's missing on. So then you can be like, oh, I'm missing milk. I can just add more milk to my prep list. Let's say 50 milk. No, not 500 milk. We'll start with 25, or 20 milk. You add 20 milk, and then you can see, oh, now it's starting to fail on oil a little bit, so I need more milk and more oil. So then maybe I'll do 50 milk and say 20 oil. And this is just what I went through and did. And now it's telling you that it's failing every now and then off of corn. So you know you need more oil, more milk, and more corn. And that's eventually how I got to 70, 60, and like 10 corn. I didn't need much corn. But I like this more than Rainon because it actually is simulating things behind the scenes and telling you when you fail, you're failing on this specific ingredient, which feels much more reliable and much better at producing a prep list. So honestly, I may start using Neroli's Lab for my main account just for this specific function, because honestly, this is really, really nice for prepping an ingredient list, and I think that's something very valuable for, especially for my playstyle. So for week 2, this is the goal. Hopefully we land desserts. This is without good camp ticket. I could have prepped especially for it with good camp ticket, but it would require some ginger prep, which I could do. I do intend to prep some ginger, so I guess... But, I don't know. It's only landing 1.8 mil. The meal strength will be multiplied by 1.5 times, so consider like another half, or another 300k added onto this. But it would be stronger, so... Because now it's saying we're failing on ginger when trying to make this, and sometimes on apples, so... but we could run another Eradicate, so... I don't know. I'm contemplating. Do you guys think I should use a good camp ticket for this event? I think I can get a decent amount of strength more. But then we also are going to have less crits. I don't know. Because we're not running... It would be, Pamela, I think, is the other one. Yeah, then it's just failing on ginger, which... I guess I could prep some... Pre-stock some ginger. Probably like 80. How much do I actually need? I would need some ginger, some apples, actually. Otherwise, I could just have Explosion as a backup. I did max out my bag space, so I can actually do this now. Oh, man, failing on milk. Still failing mostly on ginger, though. Comfey not pulling through quite enough. If I can pull through like 150 extra ginger, then it's rarely failing on ginger. Okay. And realistically, this doesn't necessarily need to be 0%, because it's saying it only failed 15 times. So, of how many simulations did they run? 1,000... 99% success rate. You probably don't need better than this, realistically. This is like if you want absolute certainty. So, I really like this function of Neroli's Lab, and it's something that I'm enjoying learning the program, and I'm glad I'm using it for the sleepers, because I think this is a lot of extra value. A lot of interesting stuff that I think I'm going to, like I said, I think I'm going to start using it for my main account as well, just for this weekly starting ingredients thing, because this is huge. I'll start using them in tandem quite a bit, you'll see. I've also considered, I have 4 main skill seeds. I've considered giving them to Cramorant. There are other Pokemon that because I don't really have other Pokemon that I want to give them to right now. And also we're running Comfey for the sake of stockpiling some of that ginger, in case we do want to go the good camp ticket route. But if I do go that route, and I get that stockpiled up, then it's showing 2 million. Roughly 750k off of the meals still. That's like an extra 300,000. I can get like 2.3 mil. 2.3 mil Snorlax strength. The meals actually look about the same amount of strength, which is very intriguing because the other one's a weaker meal. But I'd be running Cramorant, who would boost the crit chance, which is probably where that difference is coming out to be. And why they're coming out to be the same, despite it being a stronger meal. So yeah, and I'm running Cramorant for stockpiling that oil. And then I'm just building up the milk off the Leafeon. So, hopping into sleep session review finally. Sorry to anyone who didn't want to hear all that rambling, but here we go. Alrighty. This looks like either snoozing or... I'm gonna go snoozing. Yes, it's snoozing. Which we do like to see that. We want to see that. Because that's higher odds of seeing Rattata. Which, this may be the day we finally hit Friendship level 40 with Rattata and adopt a new profile picture for the sleepers. Wow, that's a lot of 3-star styles. And yet, no 8th spawn. That's kind of funny. We got a Swablu. Are there serious? There is a rat! We hit Friendship level 40 today, everybody. This is momentous. It's our first silver badge on the sleepers. If it weren't for... Oh, which one's... I got a silver badge just the other day on my main account. Like a week or two ago. If it weren't for whatever that one is, which I think it's... Is it Aaron? I don't know what it was. I got a silver badge on there. This account would be hitting silver badge before my main account on the Pokemon. But anyway, we already know what we gotta do. We gotta catch the rat. Silver badge acquired, everybody. That brings our odds on every subsequent catch of Berry Finding S helping bonus being in the first 2 slots to 1 in 21 is the odds of being in the first 2 slots for Berry Finding S helping bonus, which is a significant step up in the odds of getting a Giga Rat. Now, the odds are actually better than that because you're willing to take them out to level... If you're going to invest into a bear, if it has it at level 50, you will get it there, is kind of what I'm trying to say. So, realistically, the odds are better than 1 in 21 because there's a slight chance that you could have Berry Finding S or Helping Bonus, and then Berry Finding S or Helping Bonus, and then level 50 having the third one you need, or the second one that you didn't get in the first 2. So it's probably more like 1 in 20, like a 5% chance, which is pretty solid. I play a lot of Dungeons & Dragons. I know roughly how common 1 in 20 odds are. Alrighty, let's catch this Swablu as well. We're getting a lot of catches today. A lot of stuff that was close to being caught previously that now we're just topping off. I guess we're catching a Slowpoke, potential Slowking. Maybe that could be what we give our seeds, the 4 seeds that we've stockpiled instead. Thank you, Norley. We really are making serious strides today. Today, the serious strides actually mean something. As for the Pokemon here, we will go with Spheal. Easily the best option of all the Pokemon there. Okay. Rattata. Okay, what you got for us? Calm Nature. Well, that's rough. First, it's got Berry Fighting S. No helping bonus, though. It's got Help Speed M, but with Speed down, I mean... Skill Chance Up is actually kind of nice. It's just a little bit late. I don't know. I can't see myself pivoting into this. This thing's good enough to invest, but it's not good enough at this stage. But I already have other Raticates that are better, and it's not good enough to pivot. That's kind of my thoughts with that guy. If it had any other nature, not a speed down nature, then I'd probably consider it. Jolly nature on the Slowpoke, that's not the best. That's XP gains up, ingredient finding down. We don't really want ingredient finding down in the Slowpoke because part of what makes Slowpoke so interesting is the ABB list, which it does not have. So then this one, if we were to invest in it, would be purely for its main skill. So we'd be looking at a Slowking, and it has nothing for skills. So this one is trash. He's not getting used at all. Can't even get us that Cacao because it has ingredient finding down. So even the Mono list ain't carrying it. Quirky nature on the Swablu, that's neutral. No berry finding S, no helping bonus. This guy is useless. So 3 garbage catches today. Well, one was mediocre, but 2 pretty bad catches and nothing worth investing into. But now that we have the silver badge, I feel like we absolutely have to. I think changing the icon to a happy rat, or a sleeping rat, shows more dedication to Rattata than 1,000 hours slept with Raticate. So, we're going with this guy. Sleeping rat. I'm probably one of the only people in the world that has this sleeping icon, because how many people are catching 40 Rattata? Let's be honest. Can't wait till it gets to 100. And then we can change it to the extra fancy one. But anyway, that is it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Down in the description, we'll have a link to join the Discord. You can come join us, hang out, talk about all things Pokemon, sleep, and the like. Huge thank you to all my channel members. It really means a lot to me that you all want to show your support in that way, financially. And if you too want to become a channel member and are financially capable of doing so, do note that I have no paid rewards for members, but the option is down below with the join button. And as always, I thank you all for watching and hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.